Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video by yours truly. I gotta be honest with y'all, I am 110% skipping Yanagi. I played with her in the demo, and I think her kit definitely hits my edgy weeb craving, right? She has the flashiness. She looks gorgeous. Whether you're simping for her or you're just in admiration of like how she looks, period. I think she checks off all three of those boxes. The flashy, flamboyant edginess, looks good, simp wise and just concept art wise. I also think that Yanagi is like jiggle physic top shelf too for the Coomers. Like the jiggle physic on that girl, I think, bro, it might be better than Jane Doe's. Like every little stride I was doing with her, she was just like, you're just seeing the cheeks jiggle, the boobs jiggle. And then like she does that one finisher where she somehow is able to like put the pole directly behind her head, bro. And still strike an insane arched back pose. Like, I love a lot of things about Yanagi, but the thing that turns me off the most is pretty much the hack and slash, right? And I think this is a problem with Zenless Zone Zero. Inherently, it's very hack and slashy, which we kind of expect with this kind of gameplay, I guess, if you will. By the way, we're gonna get to what you clicked on the video for sure. I'm just, giving a little dialogue build up. I like the gameplay, but as I've told y'all before in my first impressions video, there's just not a dance partner, and that dance partner is the enemies. Their responsive feedback is underpowering in comparison to the hack and slashy, right? Hack and slashy, the biggest downside of it is when you just don't really feel rewarded for doing the moves that you're doing because the enemies are just like not moving around and stuff. But if you have a good responsive feedback from the enemies where they're much more punished, much more reactive, then it makes the moves you're doing a lot more satisfying to pull off. And that's just not like in Zenless Zone Zero for me personally. But then there's some kit concepts, I know this is long-winded, keep up with me, that are just fun to pull off regardless of how easy the game is or how lackluster the responses are. Example, Bernice and Jane Doe. Bernice and Jane Doe, such a fucking cook, such a positive like cook in this game. It's like they're so fun to use together. I don't really care that it's like easy. I just love doing the rotational synergies between the two. Bernice like spinning and then like just flame torching their asses. That shit feels insane. Burn switch to Jane Doe, go into her other little mode, and then like you're still accumulating the burn, and then you're putting the physical dot, which I forgot what that's called. That little duo is so fun, right? That's done successfully. But when I look at Ellen's playstyle and Yanagi's playstyle, and honestly, even to an extent, Zuyan's playstyle, they're just really like button mashy, and it doesn't really feel satisfactory for me personally. And so now we come to Miyabi. Miyabi is easily, without a shadow of a doubt, the most anticipated character of Zenless Zone Zero. She was the girl who stole the show during the beta. She is every single edgy weeb's dream, the katana EI sheath waifu. Does she look drop dead gorgeous? Is she like top of the line, top shelf tequila Coomer bait? Absolutely not. And it doesn't matter why, because she's an edgy katana user. Everybody loves that if you're an anime weeb, particularly mostly, for the most part. And so I think Miyabi is gonna like save Zenless Zone Zero or break Zenless Zone Zero, because either people are gonna come back and have such an amazing time with Miyabi, and then the progression of the game is gonna keep them in, or they're gonna come back and they're gonna have that, yeah, she's cool, she's sick, but she's just hack and slashy, and now it's just still Zenless. All right, I guess I'm out. I guess I'm leaving again. And then people who have been looking forward to Miyabi are gonna be like, man, it didn't hit as quite as hard as I thought it was gonna hit. I feel like this is a pretty critical point for Zenless Zone Zero. Miyabi, I'm not kidding. He will make or break Zenless Zone Zero. At least for me, for sure. I have a lot of hope in this character, and I am intentionally going in with expectations, knowing they could very well not be met, because that's going to allow me to say, you know what? I think I'm done with Zenless Zone Zero. I've given it enough time in the oven to cook. I've given it enough time to like kind of identify itself. And at this particular point, I think it's worth investing my time somewhere else. So for me, I'm really hoping Miyabi is gonna meet my expectations. And I'm intentionally setting them a little high. I saw that she's an ice anomaly, which kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, we just got Unagi, we just got Bernice, we just got Jane Doe. Why the fuck are we getting another anomaly in an ice element that like increases your crit damage inside of the game? When you like freeze people, you get a crit damage increase. I'm like, what? And then I start thinking, okay, well, you know what? Hold on. She hasn't came out yet. Maybe they're cooking up something where she can do it all. She's just going to straight up power creep. She's out here triggering anomalies and she's fucking doing crit damage. Who knows? I don't know. I don't look at the damn leaks. But I'm hoping that Miyabi's kit isn't just brain mash hack and slash. I hope it has some mechanical depth and intricate depth to it, to the point where things feel good, like a puzzle, like to solve. It's definitely difficult to pull off, but it's much more satisfactory. Katana users are not the kind of users that should be brain dead. Not in my personal opinion. I think Monster Hunter is one of the most masterful ways of designing an EI sheath or katana playstyle. Everything is so perfect in terms of pulling off things to where it feels good. And so I'm hoping Miyabi is a bit different than what she was in the beta. If she's still the same exact way as she was in the beta, I think that still was a cook and it looked very fun. Because fun is another element, right? If it's not mechanically in depth, then it is fun. That's another important variable too. But if it's the exact same kit in the beta, I feel like just for the sake of change, it'll be a bit of a letdown. You're kind of hoping. They have been wholly stalling this character. I mean, dude, they've been stalling. And I hope the stall was because they've been changing up some things with her kit, trying to make sure she's gonna be, right? Another thing I want to point out, I'm yapping, but I'm in the zone with yapping right now. I like where I'm going with this. I feel like EO said something. He said her ice symbol looks a bit different. It looks different from the regular ice symbol. And then I looked at it and I went, oh, damn, that does look a little bit different. And then I talked with one of my best friends on the phone today and I said, have you checked out Zenless Zone Zero? And have you seen Miyabi's reveal? And he was like, oh yeah, dude. He was like, hey dude, do you think like she might be like a dual elemental character? And I was like, I don't know. Have you seen the ice symbol? He was like, yeah. And then she has the demon dude and he might have an explosive element aspect to him. So like, what if she's like ice and explosive? And then we just start like sending our expectations to the fucking moon. Cause like imagine like she's just regular ice. Imagine how like self-inflict that is. Like, all right, well, I kind of just like set myself up for failure there. And I do want to entertain the conversation, right? First of all, Miyabi is literally a one-to-one inspiration of Zenitsu Agatsuma from Demon Slayer. If you go and look at that cutscene and you see this bitch darting around, dashing, it is 100% Zenitsu Agatsuma inspired, and only a Hoyo shield would deny that. So that's really cool, right? But like, if she's ice and thunder, imagine how lit that would be. Or if she's ice and explosion, imagine how lit that would be. There's only two avenues though. One, it would be an insane blatant power creep to every single character in the game because nobody else is dual element. And so that might rub people the wrong way. I'm all for it because it's innovative and disruptive to the genre of the mainstream gacha games. A dual elemental character plus the anomaly is a game changer. This would revitalize Zenless Zone Zero in a number of ways. I think it's worth it, right? Because on the other end of the spectrum, setting aside power creep blatantly, if it were to exist in the game, this would open up a plethora of cooks, of team development, of strategizing. It would separate Zenless Zone Zero from Wuthering Waves, from Honkai Star Rail, from Genshin Impact. And now you would have a whole new element placed into the equation, and it would give people a reason to come play your game. Woo! That would be crazy. Again, I'm setting my expectations up intentionally because I am prepared to drop the game. If Miyabi doesn't she doesn't wow factor me, I'm just gonna have to let ZZZ go, guys. I'm gonna be honest. And so I am excited. I am hyping myself up and I am hoping that she fulfills the things I'm looking forward to. If not, hey, chat, spam it down below, bro. Hey, all she wrote, but that is pretty much all of my thoughts about Miyabi. She's so cool, let me know. I know I always say this at the end of every video, but truly, genuinely, let me know what you guys think. Y'all comment down below and let me know your thoughts. The story is even circulating heavily around Miyabi too. She's got a lot of eyes on her, right? The serious part of Zenless Zone Zero is even revolving around this character. So I don't know. That's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.